Penn and Teller used to do a bullet catch trick.
Explain.
That was pretty...
You know who else did that? JFK,
Yeah,
but
he
he only did it once.
He did it once. And it was a magic bullet, they say. Yeah.
This is the theme for the Harland show. The Harland Highway. Harland says he wants a new theme for the Harland Highway. The Harland Highway. Tell everyone that it's the Harland Highway. I'll see you there back on the Harland Highway. This is the Harland Highway song.
Headphones are optional.
Okay. Oh, that sounds
If you
good.
don't
that's
have them,
nice.
yeah, right. And it sounds nice. It's like a massage
good.
for the ears.
Oh, that's good.
You likey.
Likey.
You likey like
Twice.
twice.
Uh-huh.
Can
One
I
for
be?
each ear.
Can I don't want to project. Is it possible? And Guy, I've never done this before. Do you likey? That's 3.
I try likey. That's
Just-
try. I try.
That's like a 4.
No, TRI. Yes, I likey.
Wowie.
Whoa, wow.
Wow.
Wow. 3 wowies, 3 likies.
Wowies and likies. I feel like we're in like a kindergarten right now. Wowies and likies. Do
My
you need to
son's
do a
kindergartner,
pooey or a
they're-
pee?
They're way more advanced than
Oh, you
us
have a
right
son?
now. I have a son.
Is he real or is he magic?
He's real. He's real,
What?
not a hologram.
How old?
He's 6.
Oh,
Today was his last day of school.
Really? So
Yeah.
that's it? He's not doing
He's-
anything
yeah,
else for the rest
he's
of his
retired.
life?
He's retired. Uh-huh.
Imagine just, Dad,
I'm done.
I'm done.
I did
I'm
it.
6. I
learned.
did kindergarten, grades 1 and 2. Up yours.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Has he ever swore at you, your kid?
He does. He has not sworn per se, but he's called me a cheapskate in a way that you would cuss at somebody. So he doesn't know what it means, but he just heard that that's like an insult.
That almost hurts more than if he called you an F-bomb or a mofo.
Yeah.
Like for Junior to say, Dad, you're a cheapskate, dude, I'm feeling that.
It's harsh. It hurts.
You're not, are you?
And it had nothing to do with money at the time. I think I was just rushing him. I was like, come on, pee and brush. You're being a darn cheapskate, Dad. I was like, that's
Wow.
not... Yeah. What are they teaching you?
Have you thought about getting rid of this kid?
Are you...
I mean, just
You have some rooms
I'd
here.
say let him wander the streets. He's already schooled.
We're reading
Apparently,
the-
he's
we're-
educated.
He thinks he is.
Let him
We're reading
walk.
Boxcar Children right now.
Or
You know this book?
Yeah.
Classic, it's just about 4 kids who are like, homeless who live in a train car. And I think he is, fantasizing about that lifestyle a little bit.
Can I tell you a quick funny story?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there was a movie called The Railway Children. And it was about a bunch of like hillbillies in West Virginia, dirt poor. They used to have to, the kids had to go and get buckets of coal off the railroad tracks and sell it. They were just these squalid white kids that lived in the mountains. And the whole movie was about their trials and tribulations and the family. And it was pulled at your heartstrings. And one of them died, got hit by a train. And at the very end of the movie, it was a packed theater, a matinee. And at the very end of the theater, like 3 of the hillbilly kids are standing at the end of the track. And I guess the oldest daughter's name was Mary Call. And so one of the kids goes, and even to this day, every time I hear that train whistle, I can hear the wind whisper her name, Mary Call. And then some jackass from the back of the theater just went, Mary Call! He died laughing.
Wow.
Well,
This
not
was as a
that
child.
funny, really.
What? I mean, this movie,
Really?
that's heavy. Boxcar Children, Railway Kids.
The Railway Children.
Somebody should get sued
Yeah.
for IP rights.
Yeah.
Wow. Mary Call.
Mary Call. And speaking of call,
Hey,
I called you and you came to do the Harland Highway podcast. Justin Williamson is here, gang. And buddy, what a treat. Thank you for coming to the Harland Highway podcast.
so happy to be here.
Yeah, and I think everyone will recognize you immediately You're one of the modern day kind of masters of magic working out in the world these days.
I try.
You don't have to try. You're doing it.
Thank you.
I was telling you, I've watched every episode of your show on Netflix, and it just, I'm bedazzled. Everyone's bedazzled. And should we start? I don't want to put any pressure on it, but do we start with a trick or no?
We could. Can I listen? I will.
Yeah.
I will say, because I'm sure I have to. At least you'll be annoyed if I tell you this at the end.
Yeah.
That it's Justin Willman. But what's so funny?
What did
'cause
I
you're
say?
Williamson. But you're Harland Williams.
Williams.
And you know what I always get is Justin Williams. But I knew you wouldn't screw
Wow.
that up.
Yeah.
Because that's your name.
Well, you know what the real reality is? I didn't have my glasses on, and it was blurry. Okay.
That was the first trick. What I did is I
You did?
skewed your vision a
You
little
made
bit.
me do that.
I made you do that. Yeah.
Justin Willman.
Yeah, Willman. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Willman.
Mm-hmm.
It's either it doesn't sound good towards the end of your life,
Uh-huh.
or it also feels a bit pushy, like because
Willman.
you're putting your will.
Excuse me, Willman.
Yeah.
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 It does. It's a
So
bit.
Justin Willman, ladies
That's it.
and gentlemen. Hold on. Justin Willman, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Harland. And by the way, if you watch this show, I get 90% of everyone's name wrong, including my own. So
Are you glad I pointed it out?
yes, I am.
Okay.
I deserve it. I'm so guilty of it.
No,
I'm very bad with
I would
names
be,
and numbers.
I would normally be annoyed if someone didn't say something.
No, I appreciate it. Full honesty here.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well,
I mean,
I'm a magician, so
you
I'll
can point out anything you want.
try my best.
Buddy, you are an amazing magician. By the way, if you and Copperfield
Yeah.
met up in a dark alley behind a Dairy Queen on a Thursday night in, let's say, Bakersfield,
Love it.
who wins that bitch slap? Who wins that
meeting
street
up,
fight?
Are we meeting up to fight or
Yeah,
to make
fight.
out? Because it's
Fight. No. Well, shirts are off, and you would think it would be make out or fight, but in this situation, fight. Who wins?
I would say
You or the cops?
I would say I think I could injure him.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
I could injure him, but
Agreed.
he wouldn't show up alone. He's too rich
really?
for that. Yeah, he'd have some thugs around the corner.
Yeah, or supermodels.
Well,
You like the hot ladies.
yeah, yeah.
Speaking of which, can we just cut to it?
Yeah.
The first time you did magic, was it just to score beef? Like, was it, oh, I love magic, or did Daddy want to score some fresh beef?
I would say I started magic for the first time. It was probably because I was not good at anything else, and I discovered this magic thing, and it was the only thing I was above mediocre at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I would say
Here we
the
go.
next day,
Yeah.
you realize, oh wow, people like this,
Wow.
especially girls who I don't normally know what to say anything to.
Yeah.
Now, these tricks came with patter. I know what to say. And
So how deep into the magic game till Daddy scored a little beef?
listen, I would say I started magic when I was really young.
How old?
When I was so young that beef was beef. That's how young I was. 13.
13.
13.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But that's when a boy starts thinking about the beef.
Tang was tang.
Tang was tang. And
Back,
beef
remember
was
those
beef.
innocent
Yeah.
days?
Wow.
But it wasn't long,
Tang.
I think. I mean, I'm sure every girlfriend I've had wouldn't have been my girlfriend if it wasn't for maybe the glimmer of confidence they saw
Yeah.
that came out when I was doing magic. I'm sure it's the same with comedy, right?
I'm interviewing you.
That's true. Okay.
And how dare you turn it around with some kind of magic talk?
Yeah. With that
I
gotcha,
saw what you
gotcha
did.
question.
That was magic talk right there, folks. The kid was deep into the sizzling beef, tried to turn it around on me, but Daddy didn't blink. Now, what was the first scenario where it worked? Where you purposely pulled the magic to get a hot date?
I would say
Do you remember?
it probably wasn't until college
Yeah.
when you're at a loud party.
Yeah.
You've got a matter of seconds. You don't know sign language. You want to communicate that you are sexy and cool and
Yeah.
magical. And some tricks don't require any. You can do a trick.
Yeah.
You don't need to hear me. So I would say freshman year of college, there were attempts at beef.
Do you remember the first one where it actually worked?
Is she here, Harland? Is that where this is going?
Carol, come on in. Come on in.
It was Carol.
Carol. Do you remember it
Carol
though?
call. I can
Carol.
hear it whisper when the train comes by.
Carol call.
I don't remember precisely. I just know that,
Okay.
the tricks during college were it was not just my day job. It was my night job.
Yeah. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Do we start with something, or is that a faux pas to say to a magician, "Hey, let's see a trick.
Let's hear a trick.
Let's hear a trick. Let's see a trick." Is
you
that cool?
Do you want to do a trick? Have you ever done a trick?
I have one I was going to show you after we do. Well, I'll do whatever you want because I want you to take the lead on this.
You have one.
But I have one that I might call the best trick ever done that I think would even blow your mind. But I want to start with your tricks because mine's...
Does it involve Burger King?
No.
Okay.
But the beef.
We could try, here.
Oh my God, my shirt's been undone this whole time. I'm so sorry.
I thought that was the look. It's a good look.
Okay.
It was the kind of a Copperfield look.
Maybe I'll take it down another button. Hey, everybody. You ever have to send money or receive money through a cash app, and maybe you got to wait all these extra days, you got to fill something up, or you got to wait. You're waiting for the moon to come up and the sun to go down, and maybe they slap you with these crazy fees just to get and receive your lettuce. Well, no, that ain't fun. So that's why I want to talk about Cash App. Cash App is a completely different experience. It's fast, it's easy, and it's safe. Instant setup. How easy was it to get started? This is how easy. Just enter your phone number or email, and there's no bank account needed. Secure and safe, Cash App has your back. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. There's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, Harland, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days and you'll get a $10 treat dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. So let's go. Stop diddling around and get Cash App.
I took a deck of cards with my free hand. I fanned it out, and I thought, what card would Harland say minutes from now?
I love this.
And I turned it around in the deck. This is all while driving.
Okay.
I popped the deck back in the box. Wouldn't it be something, Harland?
I love it. So excited.
Do you have a favorite card?
I do.
Well, forget it. I want your least favorite card.
Okay.
A card you would never say is your favorite card. A card that you hold a grudge against.
Okay.
What is it?
Should I say it out loud?
Yeah.
The 6 of Hearts.
6 of Hearts.
Yeah.
Okay. We're opening up the pack here. I'm playing straight ahead. One card turned around in the pack of the 52. The 6 of Hearts.
And I know why I did that. Because you told me your son was 6.
Oh.
And you planted the
See?
seed.
It's all a psychological
You don't
ruse.
have a son. Your kid didn't go to school.
I had a son just for this. I
You
timed
had
it
a-
out.
Is that what you did? Did you plant that seed? The 6?
It worked.
I don't know because my initial card
It's the only number that's been said.
was the 8 of spades. But then you said forget about it.
Yeah, that's your favorite card.
That's the one I wanted.
Obviously.
But you cleverly, when we first sat down, and I didn't goad you into it, you just voluntarily said, I have and you said it louder. You went,
I said it with heart.
Yeah, you said, I have a 6-year-old son. And I was like, I thought maybe you were choking on a sea scallop or something. But why did you accentuate the 6?
I just love this age, you know, the 6. It's a wonderful age.
What did you just do there? I thought I heard something. What did you just wink? What the, dude?
Planting seeds.
I don't
for
even
later.
want to wink right now. What are you?
No, I need eye drops. I think
Stop. 6.
it's in. It's
Dude.
in. We did it.
Was that part of it, or am I just reaching my own magic Copperfield conclusions here? Am I Doug Henning myself into a corner? Am I shin-linning myself up against some drywall here?
Don't stop. Keep going with it.
Am I Houdiniing myself into Dua Lipa's underpants right now?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm just asking, Firefox, if that's even your
there's
nickname.
psychology there. There's psychology
Okay.
there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now,
That's why I didn't want you to go for what you probably already would think of as your go-to favorite card. Got to mix it up a little bit.
okay, what if I trumped what you just did? Would you give me the accolades I deserve if I did a trick that was so mystifying to you? Even you went, there's no way he could have done that.
I would love to see it.
Would I get my props?
You'd get your props. You would have trumped me. I'll give you I've got some Pelican cases in the car. I will give you my props.
First of all, how did I get your pack of cards?
Oh, snap. Wow.
Now, check it out.
That's in the wrapper right
These
here.
are in the wrapper. Check it out. Not been opened.
Wow. Victoria. Are these Canadian?
No, they're from Victoria's Secret. They came with my thong.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. What's the Joker look like? Okay.
Oh, the choker.
Do you want me to unseal them?
Before you do, acknowledge to the crowd that they're perfectly sealed.
They're perfectly sealed. These are they are wrapped in cellophane. There are no incisions.
And like you made me pick the card before you even opened the box.
Yeah.
So pick a card, one you really love.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Let me see.
Throw it away.
Okay, gone.
Pick a new one.
Okay.
Say it out loud.
8 of diamonds.
Open the deck. I'm so excited
This is
right
so
now.
exciting.
You're about to have your mind blown, Captain Crunch, or whatever they call you down at the Magic Club. Is there a Magic Club?
Yeah, there's a magic club.
Okay, you don't have to
You know?
snap at me.
Yeah.
God, I'm just trying to be magic friendly.
You know. Wow.
Do you want
very
bubble
round.
music? Well,
Yeah, give me some bubbling there we go. Look at that. All right. The deck is open. Do you want me to pop the seal?
yeah, and just say your card again.
8 of diamonds.
So you're just so we're clear, the 8 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay, pop the seal. Said the priest to seal at his first communion.
Okay. Wow, these are really hard to open. These are very sanitary here. Holy shit. Do you have a letter opener?
Nosy.
Okay. I'm sorry about what I'm doing to the box.
It's
here.
okay.
Seal is popped.
Okay.
There's a deck of cards inside.
Take the cards out. Have I ever touched those
You've
cards?
not even touched them.
Okay. I want you to shuffle them with the Joker. Take out the Joker and the Jacks. That proves to you that
What about the advertisement?
yeah,
ones? Lose
take
them.
those out.
Lose
That
'em.
proves to you that that's a fresh deck. All right. Split it and shuffle it to the best of your ability. And
Doing
your
it.
card again for the audience.
8 of diamonds.
Okay. Now, I have not touched these cards.
You've never touched them.
Cut the deck into 3 piles. Doesn't even have to be even.
Boom.
Okay. Pick
Okay.
a pile.
This pile.
Get rid of the other 2.
Getting rid of them.
Cut that one into 3 piles. Pick one.
This one.
Get rid of the other 2.
Okay.
Cut that one into 3 piles. Don't look at it yet.
Okay.
Get rid of 2. And how many cards do you have left?
This pile contains 2 cards.
Pick the card you want. Don't look at it. And get rid of another one.
Okay.
My hands are clean. Nothing in my hands. I'm going to move this card. Say the name of your card again.
8 of diamonds.
Shit, dude. All right, can I tell you the story? I think you're going to like it.
Yes.
So I was at a party in Burbank. This was like
Quit bragging.
20 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. Magician guy walks into the party. Okay. There was people drinking, drunk. Everything's going on. This guy comes in, but he's really cocky. He's not friendly and humble like you. He's cocky. And he comes in and he starts doing tricks. And he's wowing everyone. But at the end of the trick, let's say his card's the Jack of Clubs. At the end of the thing, he's like, and he's just like, it's just this attitude. Like everyone started to hate him by about the fourth trick. But he was, I don't even think he knew he was such a cocky brat. So I did what I did to you. I said, dude, can I have your cards? I took the whole deck and I did all that stuff I just did with you. And I never touched the cards. I even went outside. I said, pick your card and go. I'll go outside while you pick. Show it to everyone. He did all that stuff. And I go, brother, what was your card? And he goes, Jack of Clubs. And I just went, I didn't even look at it. I just slapped it down. And through some miracle of God, the odds are astronomical. It was the exact card.
Wow.
And he was so flipped out, he left the party. He was just like, he couldn't, and everyone was just like, oh, suddenly I had just took all his mojo. I didn't want to do it, but he was a dick.
Wow. Had you ever done that before?
I'd never done it, and I was hoping beyond a miracle that somehow it would happen again, but it didn't.
Wow.
But can you imagine if I did that twice and you saw you would have been been flipped.
I would have been floored. But I appreciate that it happened once because
Right. What are the odds?
At the time when you really needed it most.
Well, I really needed it here because this was about a 6-minute waste of their time. And you know what? I'm going to channel the blame here.
Yeah, I'll take the blame.
Will you?
Yeah.
Can you just say it into the...
I take the blame for the Jack of Clubs.
And how many minutes time did we waste?
6
minutes.
Yeah.
That was the trick
That
right
was
there.
the trick.
Got you, guy.
Check the time code.
One more 6 and we got
It was
Damien.
exactly 6 minutes. Heart it. 6 of hearts. Heart those minutes.
Do you like bubbles? Does that do anything
I do.
for you?
It reminds me of hitting the bong in college, honestly. The sound.
Are you
of that.
cereal?
Yeah. I'm cereal.
Well,
Captain Crunch.
There's another form of magic I do that I think you're going to love. Will you get in on it with me again?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Justin Williams, look at this. Magic mushrooms.
Wow.
I don't know if you want to partake, but I'm going to
Okay.
eat me some.
Just the cap here. These are good.
Magic mushrooms. You ever do them?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Just give it like a minute. I'd have another one.
Wow. Did you grow these yourself? I'm used to them. They normally taste really bad, but these are quite
They're
quite
magic
tasty.
mushrooms. I mean, who better to do magic mushrooms with than a top magician?
That's right.
Like, dude,
That's right.
dude,
Have you ever watched Magic on Mushrooms?
dude,
Dude.
dude,
Bro.
bro,
Bro?
bro, bro,
Dude, bro.
bro,
Dude?
dude.
Who's your friend?
What? Eddie? Who's your friend?
Is he?
Is he what? Your friend?
Is he here?
I think so. I see him.
Grape.
Dude. Can I touch your
Yeah.
relish? You have relish on your face, bro?
Relish it.
Can I read your mind?
Yeah.
Remember when Spock did the mind meld thing?
Uh-huh.
Can I?
Yeah.
Bro. Wow.
Wow.
I just saw Simon and Garfunkel eating lizard under a bridge.
Oh,
Dude.
these are good.
Yeah, they're magic.
They are magic.
Wow.
Am I going to be okay?
Probably not, but
Okay.
we're going to have fun.
Okay. Can I stay for a few days?
Stay for I don't even know where we are, guy.
Okay. Well, what?
Wow.
There's a sign. There it is.
What color is it?
Vanilla. I do feel something.
Do you want me to play a song?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song? Like a rock song?
Okay. Let's see. How about Angel from Montgomery? John Prine?
Okay.
That's beautiful.
I think I'm bleeding, bro. I'm bleeding caramel corn delight.
From the sternum.
Bro.
Bro.
Sternum? I barely know him.
Oh, man.
Wow, these are good magic mushrooms.
These are really
huh?
good magic mushrooms.
All right, let me shake my head and get back to the interviewer. Do you want to stay in Planet Florgsnide or wherever we are?
Florgsnide. Oh, man.
Brother, what was the craziest trick you saw? I mean, I was hoping it was going to be mine, but it didn't work. But what's one that blew you away so much? Even a guy like you was just like, no, how? What, or can you figure every one of them out?
No, I can't figure everyone out. I'm trying to think.
Is there one that just like freaking floored you, where you were just, how in the name of Donny Osmond's tonsils?
You know, Penn and Teller used to do a bullet catch trick
Explain.
that was pretty.
You know who else did that? JFK,
Yeah,
but
he
he
did
only
it.
did it once.
He did it once, and it was a magic bullet. They say. Yeah. If you pull out a bullet.
Sorry, go ahead. That was a tense moment.
They have two 57 Magnums. They have a bullet,
What?
2 bullets initialed by audience members.
Real bullets.
Yeah.
In the chamber.
A red
Whoa.
line across the center of the stage, so they're on opposite sides of the stage. Bullet A goes into Penn's gun. Bullet B goes into Teller's gun, and they fire at each other, and you hear a gun go off, and then all of a sudden, they've got each other's bullets in their mouths. And it's very almost clinical in how they have everything checked out throughout the whole process. It's a real stumper.
So they have like someone like under their gums and everything.
And they get up somebody with,
What?
in law enforcement or gun experience to actually check the guns.
And they
it's a
aim it
great
obviously
trick.
at each other's heads.
Yeah, with laser sights. Yeah.
And you have no concept. Do you have an inkling? Or do you not want to give it away on behalf of the Brotherhood?
Honestly, I have heard it being discussed, and I've tuned out because I don't want to.
Oh, I
know.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
You gotta
funny.
have something.
You want a little mystery and magic.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to know what's behind the curtain. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's sometimes when you meet your favorite hero, like a celebrity or a sports figure, you almost don't want to. Because you're going to
100%.
see parts of it that maybe you don't want to see.
That, or just that you know, you want to have a quality interaction that lives up to what you've built up all your life, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll never happen, but I feel like if it never happens, that's better than being like, oh, hey, okay, bye, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the type of magic show you take your kid to?
Penn and
And
Teller?
the kid watches two men shoot a gun at each other's face, and the kid turns to mommy and goes, Mommy, I want to learn magic.
They don't do this bit anymore, I think, because of all the gun violence.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. What am I doing?
No, is the mushroom like making you
It's-
salivate?
Yeah. There is definitely a placebo effect. to
You're
eating
not
mushrooms.
allergic, are you?
No. Wouldn't that have been me committing to the bit if I
Yeah.
was allergic? And
But you are over salivating a bit?
you can hear it on the mics.
No, I just can sort of sense it.
Mm.
Like you're doing a lot of licking and almost like you're hiding a bullet in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm
Are
good.
you good?
Yeah.
Do you need another drink?
No, I'm good.
You don't have a mushroom allergy.
I don't have a mushroom allergy. No.
Okay, I look.
Am I bulbous? Do I have?
No.
No. Okay, good. But there is a placebo effect to
What's
eating
that mean?
mushrooms.
I don't know what placebo effect means.
Like,
Talk to me.
you know, the body tricks itself when it believes it is, you know, if you believe that you are taking a medication that will make you feel better for something,
Yeah.
your body, in a sense, can create the illusion of feeling better. Like it can.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're actually tripping right now.
Yeah, big time.
This is like a Cracker Barrel mushroom, guy. These aren't. Well, I shouldn't give the trick
Didn't
away.
know Cracker Barrel.
I shouldn't give the trick
You
away.
drove all the way to a Cracker Barrel?
Maybe I did.
Wow. These aren't Gelson's magic mushrooms?
They're Ralph's magic mushrooms.
Okay, okay. He lives down the block there.
Oh
Yeah.
God. What is it though? Why magic though? What is it that people need? That we love it so much that we're just in awe of it. Why do folks? Why do we need magic in our lives? For God's sakes.
Well, unfortunately, we don't need it. But I'm every day I'm trying to remind people how.
Sort of a career-ending answer,
But I think we don't know we need it until we see it.
guy.
Should I cut it out?
No, we're here to.
Management's coming in.
We're
saying
here to
like,
plug your.
"Buddy,
We're here
yeah."
to plug your magic special.
You're right. Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, the whole we don't need it deal.
You're right. Okay.
Let's.
Let's be a little more positive about it. Yeah.
So, Justin, why do we need magic?
Honestly-
Why do we even have it?
Can't live without it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's vital. And our world is full of information at our fingertips. You don't know something, you can just holler to the next room and she'll tell you the answer, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
But magic gives you that feeling of like, well, I got nothing. I got nothing. And it reminds you of just being a child, I think, for a minute. And I think that's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It does make you feel like a kid.
It's good to wonder.
It's good to wonder, and I don't want to say, is trick a bad word for magicians to
I like
hear?
trick. I like
Because I think it's fun for us to be tricked in a world where everything's so logical. I think it's great when our brains misfire and we can't find the answers and the pieces to something, and yet it's right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. I think it does keep us magical. Sometimes, and this is maybe revealing a bit too much, did you remember Peter Pan?
Yeah.
How magical he was, and I hope this isn't too much sharing, but sometimes when I'm watching your specials, I have a pair of green leotards and a little outfit I put on, and I pretend I'm Peter Pan, and I put a light bulb. I screw a light bulb into my ass,
Yeah. This is what I'm going for. I'm glad you got
and
that.
it glows. So
Yes.
I go full Peter Pan and a little bit of Tinkerbell.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watch your specials, I just light up like a little fairy boy jacked up on nicotine patches.
This is
If that's okay to
what
say out loud.
That's what I'm going for.
Dude,
Yeah, thank you.
thank
How
you.
do you sit down?
Well, I don't really sit. I spread eagle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in front of the flat screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or hemorrhoid pillow is really a great way to
Oh,
watch.
those are good.
Mhm. It won't smash the light bulb.
Have you ever had the hems? The roids?
The roids? I would know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then no.
You've never had a hemorrhoid?
No.
Anyone you know ever have one? I mean, I might as well ask since we're on the topic.
It's listen, for those who don't know, exactly, a hemorrhoid is a growth or polyp around the anus area. Is that right?
Anus, yeah.
Uh-huh. I think I do know people with hemorrhoids.
And good people?
Good people, just like you and me.
Friendly folk?
Just like you and me, but with hemorrhoids.
Farm folk? City folk?
I'd say cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. Guess this song.
Jingle bells.
No, it's a major pop song, 11 minutes long. One of the
Okay.
top pop songs ever.
Okay.
This is the ending.
Stairway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's buying a stair. You could hear to
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. That was it.
That was it.
Dude, are we on magic mushrooms or what? With
think we are.
with an accent on the H.
Wow.
Well, hot.
What?
Well, hot. Dahood.
Listen, there's some bad game shows on television.
Yeah.
This trumps.
This could be
Yeah.
a game show. Name that pop tune.
Yeah. What would you call this show? What?
Retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a given.
That's it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Retarded Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some shows tell you a little bit about what the show's about in the title. Nah.
Nah.
Not this one.
This one, you see it immediately.
And it does tell you everything you need to know, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever got mad at you? Because, in a way, magique, if I can put a little French Canadian Cajun onto it, the magique, you're sort of deceiving people to a degree in a good way.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an adverse reaction? And if you want, adverse is a bit of a big word for some of my viewers, so I'm going to do a bubble adverse. That's for the whales and dolphins. That's adverse in bubble talk. But has anyone ever kind of got mad at you or been like, hey, dude, this isn't cool, or don't trick my kids? Or has there ever been one of those where it was kind of problematic, or someone got mad at you because you do some very big elaborate setup pieces too? Has there ever been someone that just went, hey, this wasn't cool, man? My girlfriend, no, not in front of my chick, bro. You made me look like an idiot. Or has that ever happened or no?
There are some, denominations of Christianity who think that it's black magic and that
It's sort of devil's work.
I'm a demon. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
Me saying that it's not. I'm a magician. Well, that's exactly what a demon would say. So.
And your son was how old?
666.
And I made you waste time with my trick for how long?
6 minutes.
We're almost there.
How many
guy.
mushrooms did I eat?
Let me answer. Welcome to hell, friend. Now, I could have just wiped the drool off my beard, but why? We're in show business.
Just let it
Why
linger?
not make it big? Why not make it show busy
Yeah.
versus just,
It's the ASMR of it all.
we're in show business, guy.
We are. Can you believe it?
We don't do anything small.
It's ridiculous.
Would you die for
Yeah.
a trick?
Oh.
But wait, you didn't answer first if someone got mad. I gotta believe somebody got mad somewhere.
Let's see.
They felt made a fool of, maybe, which they shouldn't, but maybe not. If you're struggling to find, maybe it's never happened. Don't force it, my guy.
I did just get it. I got an email last week from some girl. She was replying to a newsletter of mine from 4
Okay.
years ago. I guess she saw me in Chicago
Okay.
4 or 5 years ago. And she goes, not cool for you to make fun of me for being single. And it was 4 years ago. And I was like, I don't remember this person.
Yeah.
What made this come up now?
Right.
What was this pressing? I don't
Yeah.
know. You know, that's what we do. We make
Yeah.
fun. But people come to a magic show, maybe they don't expect to, you know, crowd work
Yeah.
or to be the center of attention. But anyway.
Hey, folks, it's summer, and you know what you don't want this summer is to get burned. You don't want to get burned by the sun. You don't want to get burned by the barbecue, and you don't want to get burned by your old wireless bill. So while you're planning your trips and you're having your fun, why don't you make the switch to Mint Mobile? I think you're really going to like Mint Mobile. You've heard all about it, and it's easy to get going. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless at mintmobile.com/Harland. That's mintmobile.com/Harland. Upfront payment of $45 for a 3-month, 5-gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers offer for the first 3 months only. Then, full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extras. See Mint Mobile for details. Mint. It just smells good. It feels good. Let's try it. Mint Mobile. What did you do that made her?
I would love to know. Should we?
Oh, you didn't
call her
even.
up?
Oh,
She has not replied to my reply.
oh. So you asked her what it
Yeah,
was.
I said, "What do?" I have
That's
no
very
clue where to
sensitive.
tell. Yeah. Well, you know.
So this was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You're positive.
Yeah.
4.
Maybe 6.
Yes, my child. Would you die for magic? Would you, you know, Harry Houdini, there's a myth that Harry Houdini died in his water tank.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that accurate?
It's not accurate, but they put it in a movie, his basic biopic. They changed his means of death for a better ending.
And
So
we
that's
know
what
what
people
is the
remember.
real ending was far less dramatic. They say he drowned in his underwater torture chamber apparatus.
Right.
Folks, I hate to disappoint you. Justin and I hate to let you see behind the curtain. He died of a mere burst appendix.
Yes. Due to autoerotic asphyxiation. Wait,
It was?
what?
Wait, what kind of
Oh.
car did he have? Auto what?
An auto exotic.
Oh, so it was a
It was
Lamborghini?
a Lambo. The first one.
Oh, God, that'll do it every
He was
time.
punched in the gut.
Yeah, in Montreal.
Exactly. Only in Canada this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah,
Right?
and it ruptured his appendix.
Yeah.
And it got infected. He didn't realize. He felt a little ill and sweaty. And cut to a week later, the bacterium.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought I was going to say bacteria, but this is part of the mind game I play.
Yep.
Did you think I was going to say bacteria?
You know, if I were to guess where that word was ending, I would have said it would have been an A, but
And I said bacterium.
like a scientist.
And if we look it up, we'll see that only an advanced mind would say, even dare to say bacterium.
Right.
But the bacterium spread through his body, and it was too late.
Died in Detroit.
He died in Detroit. He was punched in Montreal, died in Detroit. Wow. Talk about a geographical death.
Yeah.
Most of us die in one spot.
Died an international death.
This guy's death was like a game of Monopoly.
He smuggled bacterium over the border.
He might as well have been murdered by Google Earth.
Yeah.
Justin,
Yeah.
Justin, please, please.
Bring him back to life.
Were you, do you get emotional for stuff like that? I mean, is he iconic to you, or is he just, he's a guy from the past? Did he have an influence in your life?
Yeah, he's iconic. He's.
Yeah.
I've had a picture of him in my room, since from age 12,
In your
in
bedroom?
my bedroom.
Is it still there, or did the
Not-
wife say,
she said, no,
not so
he's in the hallway
sexy?
now.
Yeah.
But you know, he's larger than life. I did every book report on Houdini.
Was
as a
he
kid.
one of your initial influences where you went, I like this? Was he one of the first guys you saw, or was it someone else?
I think he was one. Yeah, I mean, he's like, even before I was a magician, you know who Houdini
Yeah.
was, and no one talks about Houdini like being lame.
Yeah.
like he's like this godlike figure that you kind of, he's larger than life. So you do kind of it makes the idea of being a magician a little exotic. Wow.
Did you get emotional talking about his death and his life?
I don't, but I would love to get in a time machine and go back and watch a Houdini show. I feel like I'd be disappointed.
Why?
I mean, just like
some pretty big words.
He would get locked up in a box, and then they'd raise a curtain, and then you'd watch a curtain
Yeah.
for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
waiting for him to leap out of there.
That's one of the things that's so beautiful about your stuff. You don't do a lot of concealing. A lot of it's
Right.
sort of right out in the open.
Uh-huh.
And some of it's not even, I'm trying to word it probably concealing magic, but you're creating an illusion using other people. One of my favorites is the one where you convinced a guy that he was invisible.
Yeah, that was a good day.
And you had a cast of people who were the audience. And I think you said you're going to be invisible. And then everyone in the audience was in on it. So the trick happened in plain sight. But the guy who thought he became invisible, he was just like freaking out. How did that feel for you doing that one?
That was one of them, because any magic trick is, obviously you want to see something unbelievable, but if it's a magic trick,
Yeah.
that's you don't need to know how it works. The explanation is, oh, that wasn't real. Okay, it was a magic trick. There's a secret.
Yeah.
So to convince a grown adult that he truly had become invisible, I think it took the confirmation bias of all these people acting like they couldn't see him.
Yeah.
And then he had to also see another dude become invisible. So the old trick of just
good.
making someone disappear, presenting it as if, no, this is exhibit A, whew,
Yeah.
this guy's gone, It was a psychological.
Is that specific moment on YouTube so that
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
Yeah.
create I
Create
can
a
tell
link.
people. So what's it called? Just so I can.
You could probably find, if you looked like Justin Willman invisible, you'd find that guy.
Yeah, go when you finish this podcast, don't you dare do it now.
Don't open a tab.
Don't open it now.
No.
You don't cut away from us.
They'll be invisible to you.
Yeah, we're in show business. You don't cut away from us.
Uh-huh.
You cut away from Rogan.
Right.
You cut away
That's right.
from Benny Hill. You cut away from
Dick Cavett.
Dick Cavett. You
Yeah.
cut away from Tippy Tinder Tiddlers.
Hendren.
Tippy Hendren.
know, yeah.
You cut away from the Super Bowl. You don't cut away from these two.
That's right. Riveting.
Dude.
But that was my favorite.
That was your favorite
was my
skit?
favorite. Yeah.
Your favorite trick?
Uh-huh.
Wait, I picked the one that
Oh,
was
yeah,
your
you picked
favorite?
my favorite. Yeah, for sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you
No, I'm not joking.
did you put it in my head to say that? Because I love that one.
how many times have you watched it?
Probably 3, 6.
That's right.
But half of 6 is what?
It's 3.
And if I said 3 and then you said how many and I said 3 again, that's 2
6.
3s.
That's 2 3s, which is 6.
Welcome to hell.
There you go, baby.
And what does hell sound like?
I could listen to that for an eternity.
Right? That's like bubbling lava.
I love it.
That's like what you'd
What a
hear in
great
Satan's
workaround.
underpants.
When you can't clear the song, you just bubble it.
yeah.
Right?
Who needs to pay a licensing fee? Pick a song.
Any song. How about Let It Be by the Beatles?
Sorry, I had a...
If Phil Spector could have heard this.
Yeah, from jail while he's getting manhandled.
Yeah. Is he in jail or is he
I think
alive?
he died.
He
I think
died
he
in
fell.
jail.
I think he fell in his own hair, suffocated.
It didn't cushion him?
Yeah.
You would have thought.
No, he
it
fell in his own
would-
hair.
He fell.
and
It
suffocated.
imploded like a black hole.
I want to see if I can make you a little emotional here today.
I
And then
lo-
can
I
we do
love
another
getting
trick?
Emotional. Yeah.
Can we do another trick and then I make you emotional?
Yeah.
I think I can
Maybe I
make you
can make
cry.
you emotional with a trick.
Okay.
Let's see.
Bring it on, Caesar salad or whatever they call you down at the Magic Club. I don't know. I don't hang around there.
Ah.
Oh, here we go.
I got some Scrabble tiles in a bag.
Okay.
This is a new one I'm working on here.
Oh, good. This is a freshie?
This is a freshie.
You haven't done this before on camera.
No. This
Oh,
is a
I'm
freshie.
honored. Can I say that I'm honored?
I'm glad you're. Yeah, thank you.
I'm really honored.
We'll see if it's got legs.
I think it does. Everything you do is freaking amazing. Scrabble tiles.
Every letter of the alphabet I know is at least in there once or twice.
And
You know,
can I
sometimes
also mention that they're very fresh?
They are
They've
fresh.
been zip sealed.
They are fresh.
Okay. Ziploc. Can you smell the Y? Smell the Y.
Oh, the Y smells
Oh, God, I can't wait.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm going to try to. We'll see if the Scrabble tiles can read your mind.
Oh.
Harland, think of a little secret about yourself that nobody knows. Don't tell me. Just think of it.
Okay, can I have a second?
Yep.
Because I really want to think of a legitimate one.
Okay.
Okay.
Got one?
Yep.
All right. Reach in there and, close your eyes.
Okay.
And just pull out 3.
3.
Yeah, I got
Like
in
in
the bottom there. Just 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. All at once?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying
Just
to
3.
feel
You got
3.
it?
I got 3. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Now what?
Here we go.
I still have my eyes
Open your
shut.
eyes. Here, I've got the 3 that you pulled out.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see if the Scrabble tiles know all. We've got a K.
Okay. Wow, you made me say K. I didn't want to say it. I just said
We've
K.
got it. Okay.
Okay. Wasn't thinking that
Okay.
necessarily.
Well, maybe
Um,
maybe we've got some work to do.
yeah,
Maybe it stands for something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't thinking that really. All right, you got me. So I'm in the KKK. What is that a problem? What? I mean, when do I get to have a hobby? I mean, come on, guy, you got me. Okay.
Well,
Any other fun tricks that can ruin my life? God. Got anything in there? Some letters that spell out bombed the abortion clinic?
that's too many letters.
Got any letters that spell out JFK? Yeah, I'm the shooter. Hello. I mean, this was going real well till you turned open the fucking closet and emptied out my life.
Sorry that had to happen on camera.
It feels good to get it out, though.
Well,
Who needs secrets?
magic is therapeutic.
Can I try your own trick on you, or is that blasphemy?
You want to see what I can pull out of there?
Yeah. I don't want to step on the turnip or whatever the term is.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
But don't I get to hold the bag and shake
You
it?
want to shake it?
Yeah. Do I get to hold it, or is that...
You can hold it.
Why are we going around this side?
Oh, you're right.
I'd like to go this... Okay, I'll close the... Ferme les yeux, as they say in French. Just 3, please.
1, 2, 3.
But did you think of a secret in your life?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. S... A... Y. Say it. Your secret.
I'm also in the KKK.
Charlie? Holy shit.
What's up?
Now I hear the voice.
Oh,
You've always got that
The
thing
hood
on your
hair.
face.
The hood hair. Yeah.
Charlie?
How you doing?
Oh, David.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Will I see you Thursday night?
Thursday night, I'll be there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want carpool?
I can. I'm going to be at the abortion clinic in Cleveland.
Oh.
But maybe next week.
Well, thanks for your service.
Folks, that was a magic comedy skit.
That was good.
know.
I like that you held just for the editors to know exactly where to trim.
Oh, there's no editing.
Oh, great. We're live.
Aye.
We're live.
So that was a cool trick.
I like that.
Did I really randomly just pick out those letters? That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Was it? Did I really pick out 3 Ks?
You know, you're putting me in the spot. Where
Oh,
it's
yeah, I
like,
don't wanna-
Do
yeah.
I? Well,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, because people.
Yeah, I can't ruin it.
Well, you can if you want.
No.
You know.
I don't want to be that guy. There was a guy on TV years ago. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
He had a mask on.
The masked magician.
And he ruined.
A lot of
what were
magic.
your thoughts about that?
I was pretty pissed at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was a magician. I was like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
But now I don't really care. I do
Okay.
meet people who became a magician because of that show.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were so intrigued.
Yeah. it made
Because
them
you know what it
obsessed.
was? The curtain was pulled back, and they saw what we call the mechanics of the trick.
Yes.
And I bet there were some people that were more entranced by the mechanics of it than the actual execution. Because, you know, some people are mathematicians and they think differently, or mechanics. They're sort of turned on by how an engine all fits together. I bet there were some people who were sort of fascinated with the mechanics, and that might have pushed them into it. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Well, they chose tricks that looked mechanical in that it's like, oh, I could do that. You know, oh, you just need to buy that box and stand there, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden stuff happens. Yeah,
Wow.
but you know, it takes a little bit of.
What do you read? I feel
I
like
was
there's
gonna-
another
I was
trick
gonna
about
try
that. I
to-
didn't even ask, but I can see in your eyes there's something swirling like carnival fudge on a Dairy Queen
I thought
tugboat.
We could try something here.
Something that's not so KKK-ish.
Yeah, yeah. Let's give ourselves an alt if we can.
Oh, what are you doing?
I was going to, you know, what, here I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you read my mind.
Really?
Yeah, I'll let you do the trick. I'll kind of.
Ooh,
I'll talk you through.
fun.
Let me get my stuff out of the way.
Ooh, I like this.
I'll talk you through the beats.
So I'm doing the trick, not you.
Yeah,
So I get to be a magician just for a moment.
is that cool?
I'm honored.
Because you know, before you put your hand on my head and you were trying to
Yeah, I did
read my mind, right?
When we were on
That sounds
shrooms.
incredible.
You like
Sounds
that?
incredible. That sounds like you know, sound effect board.
Do you want some more?
Yeah, give me one more.
How long?
One more hit. Like 6 seconds. Wow.
You're welcome,
Wow.
friend.
Kicked in the placebo effect there. Okay.
I think you missed the end part. I said friend.
Oh. Thanks, friend. Buddies. Show business buddies. Real buddies.
Yeah.
Magic mushroom buddies.
Dude, we've become buddies. So I've never bonded with anyone so fast.
Some
Like,
quick buds.
I might be your new best friend.
Would you have me?
I'm already there.
Yeah, we're okay. Wow.
I don't know if you have a new. Do you have your a best friend? What's his name?
I have best friends,
Okay.
and I'd love for you to join.
I
them.
would love you to put together a group email and just tell them all to F off.
We meet on Thursday nights. Is that going to conflict with your other organization that we learned about?
Charlie?
Yeah.
David?
Hey,
Oh, wow.
that's right.
Actually, that was off by a couple of letters. I don't go to the KKK meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in them, but I do have the sheet. But I'm embarrassed. I go to KFC with a pillow slip on my head. I get so many zits that I put the pillow slip on my head, cut out the eyes. I'm addicted to KFC.
The oil makes you.
Yeah.
it makes
So you were
break out.
around it. You were 2 letters off.
I see. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be helpful in the apology.
Thanks,
Be
friend.
like, hey, you didn't listen to the whole thing. Thank you, friend.
Hey folks, I'm not much of a trendy guy, but I like clothes that feel good and fit right and make me feel groovy. So that's why I want to talk to you about Quince. Their lightweight layers and high quality staples have become everyday essentials. And by working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you luxury pieces without all the markups. I got to tell you, I do a lot of sports, racket sports, tennis, racquetball, and I'm loving me the Quince shorts. I got 3 or 4 pairs of these things. I feel like I'm floating on a cloud while I'm eating cotton candy. How about that? You don't get that from other clothing stores or companies. So stick to staples that last with elevated essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/Harland for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Harland to get free shipping and a 365-day return. Quince.com/Harland, and I'll see you on the courts, you comfort-seeking, cool cats.
You're going to try to read my mind.
Okay.
So here, I'll give you your lines here. So tell me to think of any word in the English language.
Tell you?
Yeah, tell me. So I'll be the.
Do I say the word?
I'm the spectator. No, you're going to tell me to think of a word.
Okay. Think of any word in the English language.
Any word?
Any word.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Now here, say I'm going to write down the word I think you're thinking of. Don't let me see. No
Okay.
cheating here.
Can I put my glasses on?
Yeah.
Or do you want this blurry?
No, you do it. I
Okay.
want you to be crystal clear. Make sure no cameras are seeing it.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Can it be a long word?
If you think it's in my vocabulary ability,
Yes, I think it is.
you done?
Yes.
You can close that book. Say, I've made my prediction.
I've made my prediction. There's nothing in this pen or in this book. They are clean.
Okay. Now say, for the first time,
For the first time,
what word are you thinking of?
what word were you thinking of?
Want me to just say it?
Yeah.
It's a long one.
Yeah.
It can mean many things. I mean, that's definitively it could mean many things. My word was ambiguity. Ambiguity. Did you get it right?
Ambiguity, ladies.
Ambiguity.
What?
Wow.
Brother, we really are best
We
friends.
are.
Only best friends would know this.
Finishing each other's sentences.
What?
Exactly.
I say, drop the mushroom on the left hand side. She got the bump. Give me the mushroom, make me jump and shout. Wum bum diddly dum dum dum. Wum dum diddly dum. He said, pass the mushroom on the left hand side. And I finished the song with bubbles.
Wow, you did
Dude,
it.
that was incredible.
Woo!
My brain is reeling. The process side of me really wants to figure this out, but I don't want to ruin anything. But I don't know that I can figure it out. Can I try? Or would that ruin it? Because if I guessed it, I might ruin it.
For yourself? Or
Like
for the people?
Can I say it out loud?
What you're thinking?
What I think happened here?
Maybe.
I honestly don't know because it's such a random word.
Yeah.
How often do you hear the word ambiguity in a daily conversation? The only thing, I'm trying to process this in my head, and I'm looking at this fluid pad, and the physicist in me, and I'm not saying I was touched in boarding school,
Bacterium physicist. Yes.
part of me wonders if this is some sort of a pressure-sensitive mechanism, and as I made my strokes with my writing, there was something attached to you, an earwig or some sort of Wi-Fi implement that in your head you could detect almost like Morse code, like almost like a demented whale call on a Thursday night behind the Dairy Queen in Bakersfield.
That's the Copperfield fight call right there. You know what's interesting? Okay, because here, can I see the pen? Because this is kind of similar to.
And I don't expect you to reveal, but that's
Here,
that's the physicist in me breaking it down, wondering how you could do this.
much more low tech. I don't think this is much of a spoiler here.
Are you going to tell me?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay,
but
good.
I will.
This
Okay.
is exciting.
Like if I'm not seeing what you're writing, but I am kind of seeing, that top of the pen,
The
dance
movement.
there. Just like I can tell that you're playing Stairway in Heaven.
that was even better, I think.
There's a little bit of a dance you can kind of see from the top of the pen. So at least it helps me. Listen, you did the trick. I don't want to rob you of that. That was your trick.
Would it be ruining it if I asked to do it again, or is it's like it's done?
You want to do it again?
I'm so fascinated by it. But if it's gonna ruin it, I don't want to do it.
No, I mean you could.
Because you didn't expect that.
Do you
Just
want
like
to try it again? Do you want?
if you don't mind, not that I'm trying to defame you. I'm so fascinated by it. It's more about I'm enamored by it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to make you look like a failure. I want it to work, but I'm so it's so interesting.
Right?
Would it be okay or no?
We could.
I don't want to.
Since you are a physicist, you know what you might find even more interesting.
Ooh, here we go.
There's a lot of psychology involved in magic. Let's see if I have.
Oh, I like psychology. When I was in the wing of the asylum, that was a word that was used quite a bit when I was laying there with the bolts on my temples. And I was, whenever you say that, anyways, what do you got?
Okay, a die.
Oh,
6 sides, right?
how many?
Oh, we all know.
And look what you rolled.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I'm picking this up clean.
6-sided die.
Welcome to magic, my child. I suck your soul. I will see you in the eternal brimstone, my child. There will be a buffet after the show.
I had to Satan had to throw that
I'm
in.
glad you did.
Yeah. Okay, we got a die.
Shout out to our sponsor, Satan.
Satan. Why don't we call it a live? Because I feel like anything around dice is active. You're gambling. You're playing a game with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to be so? Why do we call it die?
That's
a downer.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And plus, then people just call it a dice, and then they're wrong. They look stupid because it's singular.
Can I just for this
You want to
call it a live? A live?
Call it a live.
A live.
A live alive.
Thank you.
Think of a number from 1 to 6. Don't let me see it, but turn the dice so that number's up, so that it's kind of locked in. And you can't change your mind.
And shield it from you?
Yeah, you can cup your hands around it.
Okay.
Okay.
And can it be 6 still or no?
If you want.
Okay. That might have been a real big giveaway. I'm not the best at this stuff.
Okay, that might have been a misdirect. Okay, just now here's what I
Or
need
a
you to do.
friend direct.
Will you? Hey,
Friend.
will you say the numbers 1 through 6 out loud as monotone as possible?
You know I can't say 6 monotone.
No, you're right. You're right. So,
But I'll do the rest.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. It's not 6. I'm pretty sure. You.
Are you?
3. Say it again.
The same way?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is it 4?
I sounded like a bullfrog.
I think it's 4 because there's something about the way, like you kind of were trying to rush 4 as if you didn't want to draw attention to 4. Is it 4?
It is.
4. Okay, thank God. Thank God.
But do you really? I feel like that was more of a trick for amphibians. Because if we just tweak it a little bit, can I do it a count to 6?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you do cricket noises?
Not very well. I could try it for the first time now.
Okay, well, I'm doing the frog noises. You do and I think you're going to see this is a really amphibious. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sort of a swamp vibe.
Yeah, it took me there.
Were you doing that on purpose, or did you put that in me?
You're going to have to be more specific. Put what in?
What?
Light bulb in Peter Pan. What?
Wait.
Hey?
Tinker
Who?
Bell?
Hey.
Okay, now is that the completion of the trick?
Yeah, I was just trying to show you that, that you are a little more of an open book than you try to be.
Can I try it on you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
Shake it up in your hand. Put it on the table. I'm not looking. Monotone as you can.
Okay.
1 through 6. Hold on. I'm going to give you a little accompaniment. Ready?
Uh-huh.
And go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5
Oh.
minus 1 is 4. Take away 2 is 1. Plus 5 is 6.
Yes. Wow.
Dude,
6.
I don't even know how I did that.
Wow.
What the F? Are you threatened by that at all? Be honest. Like you come in here, you Jimmy crack corn me, and I come right back and Applejack slam you.
Jimmy crack corn you.
Like, are you threatened? Are you jealous that I picked it up that quick? Like I did the apple turnover on you?
Listen, I pride myself in being a good teacher.
Yeah.
A good influence.
Good answer.
I try. We could take
Yeah.
the show on the road.
No thanks, I'm busy.
Okay. Apologize if I took it to a business place when our friendship is
It's okay.
purely.
I'd do anything with you, but
Friendly.
not that. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
I do anything with you, but I would not tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to keep that clean.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Wait, where did my paper go?
Which one?
Did you take it?
Which paper?
I had a paper with all the questions. Wait, did you? Guy? Oh, here it is. I thought you did a trick. I want to make you emotional.
Oh, that's
I said
that's
I would.
right. Okay.
I want to make you emotional and see. I'm going to go back to Houdini real quick.
Okay.
He died. He was an influence in your life. I want to picture him in that hospital in Detroit. After a week in Grace Hospital in Detroit, Houdini whispered to his brother, Theo, quote, "I'm tired of fighting. Guess this is going to get me." Taking one last glance at his wife, Bess, he closed his eyes and died at 1:26 p.m. on October 31st, Sunday, 1926.
Wow.
Pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah.
And you put his picture out in the hall. You son of a... I ought to fly across this table.
Yeah. I let him down. Well.
Everything's okay now.
That was trippy. Jeez.
We're good.
Felt like I heard it like in 3 places.
Are we cool?
Yeah, we're so cool. We're back.
Buddy, all this malarkey, I want to support you. I love you. I think you're absolutely brilliant. You brought me so many hours of entertainment. We have one segment left, but before we do that, do you have one more trick you want to do so we can sort of pump up your special?
Oh, I love
And-
the
and
pumping
then
up. I love
yeah.
the support.
We love it's going to be on Netflix, right?
It's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's called Magic Lover.
Magic Lover. And what you've done is something that not a lot of magicians have done. You've infused comedy into your magic,
Yeah.
which is something I really respect as a so-called comedian.
Yeah.
But I love that you've incorporated that. Is that something that's really important to you to do?
Yeah, I feel like it was. I started magic when I was 12, but when I was in college, I kind of fell in with a bunch of comedians, stand-up comedians. So we'd go up and do spots, and kind of because as magicians try to be funny.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but rarely do you kind of do they approach the comedy that's in their act as something that needs to be original and worked on separate from the tricks? So yeah,
is
I'm pretty proud
it
of
fair to say that you should be? Oh my God. Is it fair to say that your special is a magic special, or is it a comedy special infused with some magic, or is it a 50-50 split, or all stand up?
I would say it's a 50-50 split,
Cool.
maybe 60 magic. I mean, there's a lot of magic.
Great.
Hopefully, there's a lot of funny in there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of magic.
Was that a little scary for you to go out and be exposed and sort of be doing sort of mixing the magic and comedy so much, or did you traditionally lean deeper into the magic?
I got my start doing magic, but before I was a magician, I was obsessed with comedy.
Okay.
But I just didn't know how to do it, as a kid.
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
little kid, I would tell jokes that I heard Johnny Carson say.
Yeah.
And they would just confuse people, because it didn't make sense for the 12-year-olds talking about his wife, what I mean?
Yeah.
But and but I've been doing magic and comedy on stage is what I make a living doing. But I just haven't had a chance to do that on Netflix, so it's nice.
I think this will be cool
bring it out.
to see, because I watched the trailer and it looks sort of like you're coming out to do a full stand-up set.
Yeah.
And I don't know that a lot of people in the history of comedy and magic have blended it so much. So I hope people love it.
It's their first magic comedy special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
Thank you. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I love that.
I'm excited.
Well, let's do one last trick
excited
to pump
you're
it up.
excited.
I'm
Okay.
excited. Everyone's excited. And then we'll do our final segment after that. But let's go out and, folks, make sure you check out the special on Netflix. And if you don't, maybe I'll come to your house and throw a piece of dog dirt at your front window. That's from me to you. That's my support.
Oh, this is fun 'cause since you, this is kind of like the trick that you started with here.
Okay, clear the mushrooms.
Clear the mushrooms.
Yeah,
the
clear the
live.
fungus, the live. There we go.
Because we started, I had a big old deck of cards out here. Remember?
Yeah,
big. But I've
huge.
got one card I take with me in my wallet all the time.
Oh wow.
It's my lucky card.
Oh boy.
There's 52 cards in a deck.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine there's a deck of cards in your hand, Harland.
Okay.
Do you want to remove the spot cards or the picture cards?
Let's remove the picture cards.
Let's remove the picture cards, okay?
Yeah.
And put those picture cards on the table. You can kind
Okay.
of throw the spot cards down there with the mushrooms.
Okay. Mushrooms.
Bye. And so we're looking at these picture cards. There's jacks, queens, kings.
Okay.
Right? Do you like the red cards or the black cards?
Let's go black.
The black cards.
Yeah.
So the clubs and the spades. Do you
Yeah.
like club or spade?
Spade.
Spade. So we're looking here at the jack of spades, queen of spades, king of spades.
Yeah.
right? Which one's your favorite?
Can I add a little addendum?
Yeah.
Can I just say my favorite?
Say your favorite.
Because I love it so much, it's almost like a flavor to me.
Listen, if the trick doesn't work, I might say that's why.
Okay, you got an out.
But I love a good out.
The Queen of Spades is my absolute favorite.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. Can they see here?
Oh my God.
Here.
Hold it up a bit so they see. Yeah,
So it's my
that's your wallet.
my MagSafe wallet.
And you carry that everywhere.
I do.
There's your
There's
license.
my real yeah.
Blockbuster card.
Uh-huh.
Red Cross donor card. Oh, there we go.
This is here at all times.
This is my favorite,
Your
remember.
favorite, you said what?
Queen of Spades. It's my favorite. Can I sniff it?
You want to
Would
sniff?
it be, is it okay? It is my favorite.
Bring it over here. Let's sniff it. Let's sniff it together.
Oh, dude. I gotta ask, after taking a deep sniff, is it now your favorite?
It's my yeah.
Wow. We
It's-
are
it's a
best
fragrant.
buds.
It's a fragrant.
How did we not
favorite.
hang out before this?
It's hard to get up. It's hard to get up here.
Wow.
That's fun.
I have a card trick for you. One
That
last
make you
one.
emotional?
Not really. Well, it made me full of
I mean,
flavor.
ambivalence is an emotion. Ambiguity, it can be an emotion.
I'm going to give you one last card trick.
Okay.
If you had the choice, would you take one card or a pair of cards?
Pair.
Hold up your arm and show them your bicep. The other one. Pull your shirt back. It's a pair of cards right there.
Wow.
Is there two there? I don't have my glasses.
There's
on.
one there.
Hold on.
Which means one's missing.
There's a... fuck.
Do you know how close this is to being the card that you turned over at the beginning? So,
Oh, yeah.
Jack of Spades could have been the... Wow.
Wow. Okay, that failed. But let's do our final segment, my guy. No tricks here. We do this with every guest.
Oh, we've started recording?
Oh,
Okay, good. Hey.
Hey, everybody. Justin Williams is here, and how dare you? Now that we're such buddies, I think we should have the same last name.
I think we basically do. According to TSA, we definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Words from a Wooden Shoe. We do this with every guest, buddy. Random words.
Okay.
You reach inside and see if it triggers a story from your journey in life, something that happened to you, your wife, a friend, something like just something in your life based on
the word.
random word. See if there's a story there that can be sparked by the randomness of a word. What do we got?
Sibling hate or love.
Oh, wow.
That's 4 words.
Yeah.
Sibling hate or love.
Do you have siblings?
I do have a sister. One sister, younger, lover.
Lover, okay.
Love her. Yeah, her name's Ashley.
Okay.
And first thing I thought of here, since we're talking about magic today, is when I was 13, and I was like a year into being a magician, I really wanted to do magic with doves, inspired by Lance Burton.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of doves that I did an act with, and I talked her into being my assistant. And she was like 10 at the time. No, even younger. She was like 8. Super cute. She wore a French maid outfit, like a leftover Halloween
so
costume.
Cute, yeah.
And she would put the doves on the perch for me. Yeah.
That's a loving sister.
It was so
What a
loving.
bonding moment.
Yeah, right?
And for her to probably not know in that moment how deep and how far you would go with your magic.
That's true.
You can only look back on that and realize the depth and the sentimental value of that moment.
Yeah.
It's a very loving and beautiful moment and
She's
touching.
the best. She's the best. Yeah.
And I was trying to make you emotional, but looks like you turned it around on me, you son of a bitch. Just give me a minute. Little doves, this is what it sounds like when doves cry. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do.
Sorry.
I'm crying.
I'm sorry. I
Okay,
I
you
wish
know
I
what?
had a straw to blow bubbles along with that one.
Guy. That's a beautiful story.
Thank you. You know?
And are you still close with Ashley today?
Ashley and I are very close.
Are you? And
Yeah.
how does she feel about, like, for her to be there at the very beginning? I mean, I don't know if you ask her about it, but maybe how does she feel about this incredible arc and journey you've taken in life? And you've touched a lot of people in a beautiful way. How does she feel looking at it now?
She has always been like excited and proud.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Just the
beautiful?
best. Yeah, I'm so lucky.
You're very
Because-
lucky because if you were a solo kid, like what you've done, it's sort of like any entertainer or me in stand-up. You literally have to go up so many stairs to achieve levels. There's probably 100,000 magicians in the United States right now, and you're one of the guys doing Netflix specials and really out there. And it's a huge congratulations and kudos to you for all you've accomplished. But for her to be there at its inception and to watch, yeah, how could she not be proud? I'm proud.
Aw.
And we just became best friends
Yeah.
about 12 minutes ago.
Well, we have the same last name. People think we're siblings.
Yeah, Williams.
You know. But yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
Well, I'm very
Siblings are the best.
I'm very grateful. We're all grateful that you're here on this planet, in this world with us, giving us a break from reality, helping us to remain kids, helping us to believe in magic. It's been an absolute pleasure. And before we go, this is your moment. Not only plug your special, but everything else, your social media, anything else you want to alert everyone to. This is your time, my guy.
This is my pulpit.
Yeah, this is it. Go for it.
Listen, fans in the highway, Justin WILLMAN was honored to be a guest. If you enjoyed watching me for even a second, come see me on tour. I've got a brand new tour. It's called the One for the Ages Tour. All over the country. JustinWillman.com for tickets. Watch Magic Lover on Netflix. But rewatch this episode first, because there's things you missed. A couple of sixes that slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
And the mushrooms are wearing off, so it's time for another bite.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, it was a real pleasure. And for my magic trick finale,
Yeah.
disappear.
Okay, I'll pack my things up and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't tell them.
Oh, okay.
You're just supposed to go silently, so
Fair
it looks like you disappeared.
Okay.
Folks, I just made my guest disappear. Sure, his magic was great, but, well, he walked right in front of the camera. Well,
The headphones.
I'm trying. I was just telling them how I did my trick, and you.
I'll just go.
Well, if you could. And what I did is I made him disappear. Sure, cards, dice, tiles, Scrabble, fungus, but I made him completely disappear. And if you could stay down, please. And that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here on the Harland Highway Podcast. And until next time, chicken chow mein, and we are out. I should have said down. I should have said out and then snapped. We are out. Okay, you can come up now. I think I tricked
That's a
them.
great outro.
Yeah.
That was great.
You have an outro? I have an innie.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are related.
Hey gang, are you craving more Harland Williams? Well, join our Patreon page at patreon.com/Harland Williams, where you'll get bonus episodes of the Harland Highway Podcast, our special call-in show, and you can check in with our two goofy dolls, the Tender Frienders, two guys in their underpants. For a small monthly fee, you get extra Harland. Hey everybody, how would you like your very own personal video message from me, yours truly? It's your birthday, it's your anniversary, it's your graduation, or you just want me to make you laugh? You get to pick the topic you want me to discuss, give me some talking points, and off we go. You can get it for yourself or get it for a friend. It's super easy and fun. Just go to the Cameo app on your phone or to cameo.com. And I record a custom video made just for you or your loved one. Your very own personalized Harland.